If you're trying to conceive, you may be wondering whether or not you should be taking prenatal vitamins, and I've got the answer for you today. I'm Dr. Perkins, a board-certified OBGYN, and here on this channel, we answer these questions and many, many more. I'm glad that you're here. Let's dive on in. So in this video today, we'll talk about what vitamins that you should take when you're trying to conceive. And in fact, I'll give you 8 specific vitamins that I recommend. In the process of trying to conceive, there may be a lot of stressors, there might be a lot of concerns, a lot of questions, because we're waiting for 2 different systems to come together and achieve something beautiful as a baby. And with that, as time goes on, I know it becomes so stressful. And so learning about your body, how it works, learning about how to best prepare for it is very important. And so with that, my top recommendation is that when you're trying to conceive, try to be sure that your body is in the healthiest state that it can be in. This is important because if you have any underlying medical conditions like diabetes, hypertension, kidney problems, problems with anxiety and depression, problems with your lungs or your heart, problems with your gut, all of these things may influence your ability to conceive. And so with that, work with your doctors and optimize all of these medical conditions so that your body is the best version of itself to be the best habitat for a growing pregnancy. While optimizing your body, you may also rely on supplements or herbs to help you get to the point of being stable and well. Are vitamins absolutely necessary and required? No. Are they recommended? Yes. And I'll tell you why. Firstly, know that it is very, very difficult for any person to be able to get all of the nutrients, minerals, vitamins that they need from just eating 3 meals a day. It's difficult because many of the foods that we're eating today, especially in Western civilization, does not have a lot of the nutrients that we need and not in the amounts that our bodies need on a daily basis. So with that, for the most part, for most people, it is important to supplement and to help your system so that you're not on the negative by being without or deficient, but more so having the amount that is needed that your cells, your organs, and your hormones can function well. When your diet falls short, these next 8 vitamins and supplements are recommended, and not necessarily as a standalone herb or supplement, but really if you have a multivitamin that has all of these incorporated within it, would be a great start. If not, so it's important for you to check the dietary label of the vitamins that you're taking to know exactly what is incorporated and whether or not you will need to add an additional supplement to help you get to the level that's important to create balance. When trying to conceive, the number 1 recommendation is taking folic acid or folate. Folic acid and folate, one is synthetic versus natural, and either will accomplish the goal here. The goal is to decrease what is referred to as neural tube disorders. In the process of pregnancy occurring, so egg and sperm meets together, they start multiplying and traveling, gets to the uterus. Once they're in the uterus, they implant inside of the uterus and create a stable home for a growing pregnancy. At that point, the organs start to develop in a growing baby. In fact, the first 10 weeks of pregnancy is really the most important in being able to grow and produce and create all the organs of a human being. After 10 weeks, those organs are literally getting bigger, but they're not newly developing. This is important because by the time the average person knows that they're pregnant, they are now literally 6 weeks into their pregnancy. This is because we count the time before conception in this 10 weeks. And therefore, it's important for you to start taking vitamins that include folic acid and folate or folate before you conceive so that the entire duration of those first 10 weeks is covered. Neural tube defects lead to having problems with the spine and the nerves inside of a human being. With that, sometimes a person who's affected by this may have a hole in their back where their nerves, their spinal cord is exposed, or the vertebrae of their spine is not fully formed and has holes in them. And so with that, it makes movement problem, causes pain, and a lot of problems. To prevent this, folic acid helps the growing baby develop well and completely eliminating the likelihood of this happening. Folic acid is incorporated in any multivitamin that has the term prenatal on it. It has to. The reason is a prenatal vitamin is a multivitamin with folic acid or folate. Without folic acid or folate, it is just a multivitamin. So if you are taking a prenatal vitamin, more than likely, the amount of folic acid that you need is there. However, some people may need a higher dose of folic acid or folate. Talk to your doctor, especially during your pregnancy, to know whether or not you need an additional or higher amount of folic acid or folate. Number 2, iron. Now, this might be a no-brainer for some, but know that not every person needs iron, and not everyone needs iron during their entire pregnancy. Some people are baseline anemic, meaning that their hemoglobin or their blood levels are low. And if that happens to be you and you have that history, then it's important for you to take iron from the beginning. If you are not iron deficient or anemic, you may not need iron at all. However, your doctor will periodically during your pregnancy check to see what your iron levels are. With that, if you're starting to go down and your levels are decreasing, which happens to most people in pregnancy, they will supplement and tell you to take additional iron to help to bring your blood levels up. Reason being, during labor and delivery, bleeding is a guarantee. We want your blood levels to be as high as they can so that at the point of delivery, when you do lose some blood, you'll still have sufficient left behind. So talk to your doctors if you have any questions about your level of iron. If you're enjoying our conversation and love to learn about your body, I would love for you to join and subscribe to this channel so that you will know when new videos like this come on the platform so you can learn more. The next vitamin that I think is essential for pregnancy and trying to conceive is omega-3s. Omega-3s are fatty acids. They are healthy fats that are important for helping our body processes and helping sperm and egg to function at their best. In fact, if omega-3s are deficient in a male or female system, your sperm or egg may not function well. I recommend taking at least 500 milligrams of omega-3 daily. That's before pregnancy and during pregnancy. The best form would be a DHA formulation with good bioavailability. The next vitamin that I recommend is vitamin D. Many Americans have vitamin D deficiency, and many are not aware of this. The way to know is 1, by telling your doctors of your symptoms and things that you're feeling, but really to periodically ask them to check your vitamin D levels. While trying to get pregnant, vitamin D is essential. It helps with your hormones, it helps with ovulation, it helps with sperm and its production as well. If you are deficient, I recommend taking 2,000 to 4,000 international unit of vitamin D, specifically D3, each day to help your levels remain normal and stabilized. Next, I recommend having Enzyme COQ10. This enzyme is naturally occurring in a human body. We've found out in research that this enzyme helps to thicken inside of the uterus, which is important for a growing pregnancy or to achieve pregnancy. It also helps with the quality of your eggs. The recommendation is to take 100 milligrams per day. Talk to your doctors if you'd like to see if this would be a great recommendation specifically for you. The next vitamin that I recommend taking while trying to conceive is acetyl L-Carnitine. This is very important for boosting your fertility, helping with sperm quality and egg quality as well. It has lots of antioxidants to help with the overall balance of your body. I recommend taking 1,000 to 3,000 milligrams per day if you're trying to conceive. The next vitamin that I recommend are the B vitamins, in particular B6 and B12. Both of these have shown to increase the quality and function of egg and sperm. Lastly, I recommend getting a sufficient amount of vitamin C, which may be in your multivitamin. Vitamin C can help to promote the menstrual cycle and ovulation, as well as with the production and the maturity of your eggs. Taking daily vitamins may overall help with your fertility. It is important that you start this before you get pregnant so that all of the necessary vitamins and nutrients are already present in your system as the production and creation of your newborn is started within your system. I have a wonderful gift that I would like to offer you today. This is a free ebook. In fact, this is a free copy of my ebook called Hormones Don't Lie. In this ebook, we talk about these things, supplements and other nutrients that are important with balance in the body, as well as diving into some of the other causes why fertility might be decreased or there may be hormone imbalances within your body. I hope you've learned something today. It's been a pleasure being with you. Join us with the next video right here on this channel. I'm Dr. Perkins, a board-certified OBGYN, and I'll see you then.